अलाउ कर तो दिया मैंने। डिवाइस दिस आईफोन प्रो माइक्रोफोन। ओके, वीडियो कैप्चर। वाह, इसमें सेटिंग का थोड़ा सा ओके, पता नहीं शायद दिख रहा कि नहीं दिख रहा। थोड़ा मैं एडजस्ट करता हूँ। थोड़ा अजीब सा हो रहा है। अच्छा, मैं इस साइड आता हूँ। आई गेस लोग देख सकते हैं मुझे। जय हिंद दोस्तों, हाउस द जोश। अपना जोश तो आज बहुत ज़्यादा है ही है, क्योंकि ऑल्दो मिक्स या कॉम्प्लिकेटेड फीलिंग बोल सकते हैं आप, क्योंकि धीरे धीरे जैसे जैसे आपके बर्थडे और आते जाते हैं तो आपको एहसास होता है कि मे बी एंड लाइन पे आप रीच कर रहे हो। और बचपन में तो बहुत मज़ा आता है। यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं लेफ़्ट में मस्ती चालू है। थोड़ा मैं दिखाता हूँ यहाँ पर। ये देखिए, यहाँ पर टॉय स्टोरी चल रही है। हेलो, नमस्ते बोलो। नमस्ते। हेलो, ये इनका नमस्ते करने का नया अंदाज, नया तरीका आप देख सकते हैं। ये आजकल बहुत शोए उतानी के फ़ैन बन रहे हैं। और मैं ऐसा करता हूँ, मैं थोड़ा अपना इधर भी थोड़े नए हैं, हम नए नवेले हैं इस। ओ, मुझे ऐसा मेरा मित्र दिख रहा है। सो आई विल ट्राई टू टॉक इन इंग्लिश बिकॉज आई हैव अ फ्रेंड फ्रॉम सिंगापुर हियर, डैनी बॉय। एंड लेट्स सी, यस, मेरी आवाज़ भी आ रही है, चलो अच्छी बात है। वुडी, यस, वुडी यहाँ पर इन्होंने इनका देखिए खेल खिलौना वाला काम चल रहा है थोड़ा। एक सेकंड, मैं थोड़ा, यस, दिख रहे हैं। हीरो क्या चालू है तुम्हारा? बाप रे, बहुत क्रांतिकारी हैं, देख सकते हैं आप यहाँ पर। ये स्पाइडरमैन का इन्होंने अभी पोस्ट किया। आजकल स्पाइडरमैन देखने लगे हैं ज़्यादा। हीरो तुम तो थोड़ी बीमार थे, अभी तो ठीक हो गए हो दवाई खा के। इन्हें ग्रम्पी बेबी वाला एक प्रॉब्लम हुई है। ये देखिए, ये आपको स्पाइडरमैन से रूबरू कराते हुए, जापान के छोटे स्पाइडर, स्पाइडर मानव। हीरो क्या था, अभी तुम इतने लेट क्यों हो गए? 5 मिनट लेट हो गए हम, कैसे हुए? ये वहाँ पर हमारी दूसरी जो मंडली है उनके ऊपर प्रहार करते हुए। तो जो लोग आए हैं सबको पहली बात तो आप लोग टाइम निकाल के आ रहे हो, तो थैंक यू वेरी मच। और काफ़ी दिनों बाद हमारा आमना सामना हुआ है एक तरीके से, तो मैं बोला थोड़ी अपडेट दे देता हूँ। तो वो जब भी मेट मूवी में करीना कपूर, आई थिंक मुझे जितना ध्यान है रिकॉल कर रहा हूँ, उसमें एक डायलॉग बोलती है कि यार मेरी लाइफ थोड़ी लेस हैपनिंग बना दो। तो वैसे ही कुछ मेरे साथ हुआ कि मेरे को आना था जापान, पहुँच गए चीन, पहुँच गए कहाँ, वही वाली चीज़ हुई। पीछे थोड़ा बैकग्राउंड परफॉर्मेंस भी चालू है। देखिए यहाँ दोस्ती दिखा रहे हैं, लेकिन ये मुझे अकेले में बहुत मारते हैं। पेरेंट उत्पीड़न का मामला मेरे को दर्ज कराना है, बेबी पुलिस में इनको डालना है, जहाँ इनको थोड़ा सस्ता खाना मिलेगा और नैपी भी लो क्वालिटी वाली। ये देखिए यहाँ पर लात घोसे चलते हुए। हीरो ऐसे क्यों? यस। सो वही वो मेरा आने का सीन था थोड़ा जापान, क्योंकि अभी एक और बेबी हुआ है, उसको भी हम दिखाएंगे कुछ देर में। बेबी केगू। ओ, इन इंग्लिश? ओ डैनी, यस यस यस, अदरवाइज इट्स Danny is here, so I will try to keep in English for the benefit of the audience. And I see Hero OF time. Hero of time, what's your name? I might have forgotten because it has been some time. And Danny is here. Oh, so Danny is in Singapore, and right now it must be super hot there. and he says his air conditioner is not working. Another thing I have noticed that in this side of the world, in Asia, they say aircon, while in the US, US, what do we say? We don't even call AC. We say just heating and I think air conditioner or something. But in India, we say AC. We never say aircon. So that is a fun thing that I hear in Japan and in Singapore and other places. So Danny is complaining about aircon. I hope he gets it fixed. And thanks, Danny, for being the first one, and that too being a Colombian typing in Hindi. So that's amazing. And hope we get to see each other very soon. And Hero of Time, if you can share your name, I can give you a shout out. And the weather, yeah, I heard even my sister, she stays at Akola. So Akola had 45 degrees Celsius or something and feels like maybe even more. So it's crazy weather. And in Pakistan, I heard it's 52 degrees Celsius. Here in Japan, it was showing. So, and you can see some people have come here to join the live. So what I was, oh, maybe like, yeah. Okay. Hero, अच्छे से बैठ जाओ. Yes, no, don't play with that. Arey baap re. Live will become dead shortly. You can see there is a test of time that is happening right now. As you can see. That's what happens with Hero. He doesn't like functional things. He's trying to close the live, but we are fighting back as hard as we can. Hero, वो खेलो अपना टॉय स्टोरी. देखो वहाँ पे क्या था वो वुडी. हीरो वुडी एंड बस लाइटईयर दिखाओ तो लोगों को. हीरो दिखाओ. ये दिखाओ अपना. Let's got this as well. हीरो दिखाओ अपना खेलो. बाप रे वुडी को तो पटक के फेंक दिया यहाँ पर. Okay, so now he's gone. The danger has been averted for the time being. So yeah, I was going to give shout out to Hero of Time. We have Saurav Ghosh. Saurav Dada, welcome. Oh, Delhi also reached 52 degrees Celsius. Wow. So Hero of Time is Riyansh. Riyansh, hello. Thank you for joining. And Danny is saying no way, 52, while he is himself at Singapore, which is also very hot. And Danny is asking Riyansh, Hero of Time, is he able to cool himself using an aircon, because apparently in Singapore aircon issues are there. So yeah, I had very tough time actually reaching Japan. My passport, which was supposed to reach, usually it reaches in a very few like time, it got lost. And funny part is like the USPS, which was so far so good, and even I would say still it's very good, because every time they got my things delivered, even to Japan or India. But problem happened when I needed my passport badly, and I booked my flight ticket, thinking like things will come on time. So Japanese embassy, they did their part very well, but eventually my passport didn't reach. And then after that, I had to investigate my own case, and then I found out like where my thing is, and then I told the passport people, or sorry, the post office people, and then they eventually gave up, and somehow it came to my mailbox. So I had to buy my flight ticket of the next day, and I had to move my whole home in one day. So if anyone is in the US, they might know how hard it is to move a home. I had to do all of that within a short time, and then somehow I packed everything, and then I reached. So it has been quite a Kareena Kapoor type story. And even like if you watch my latest video where I show like how I met Keigo, you will see all the problems that I faced. Like nothing was going right, and recent times I had some clash with some history folks at Purdue, and some of them are from West Bengal. So saying nothing against my Bengali friends, I have a lot of them, but in that side of the country and in some parts of the country, we do follow black magic. So I was feeling like those 4 girls who were not very happy with me might have done some black magic and voodoo on me. So somehow I survived that black magic, and I'm here. And interesting part is like many times when I post stories and other things, I do see them coming and checking out my stuff. So sometimes it's scary, like what do they want to do by following my stuff. Yeah, that's true, Riansh. It is like when things go bad, they can go even worse. I feel like that, but somehow I'm here, and now it doesn't end here. I applied for. Actually, I went to Vietnam twice. So from here, I went to collect my parents, and if you see my um, latest posts, then I actually went to collect my parents so that they can come here and see their grandsons. And for that to happen, my mom had some issues like coming, and first time she's traveling internationally, so she felt more comfortable if I go all the way. So because of that, I couldn't apply for my US visa right away, and I applied for my US visa on May 10. So if the US embassy people they are watching this, and I guess I'm talking in English, so it may be easier for them. So I applied on May 10. They said it's all good. They approved my application right there, and then they said within a week I will get my passport in my hand. And here I am after 19 days. I still don't have any passport because they changed my case from approved to a refuse under 221G, which some of you might know is extra administrative processing. So I hope I get my things on time because next I'm trying to fly to watch a T20 World Cup tournament and Super 8s of that. So hopefully I can make to West Indies, which is my next destination. And I have kind of booked part of the tickets, not everything, but I hope the US folks they give me the visa soon. Oh, हीरो क्या दिखाना चाह रहे हो तुम? ये थोड़ा थोड़ा अंडरटेकर और रॉक का मिश्रण है, देख सकते हैं आप. हम दोनों की लाइक वी बोथ आर गोइंग टू हैव अवर रेसलिंग मैच सून. He has the grumpy child problem right now. Once he is out of it, then we are going to have the match. And as you know, today happens to be my birthday. 365.25 days I have completed around the planet, or like with this planet I went around the sun basically. So thank you for celebrating that with me. I think quite a feat going that many times around the sun. I am going to a place called Antigua, and it's close to Barbados. That's where my matches are, and the stadium I'm going to is Sir Vivian Richard Stadium. So I'm hoping I get to see some cool people. I heard that Usain Bolt is there, Sir Vivian Richard, Brian Lara, and so many other people whom we have followed throughout our lives. We might be able to catch glimpse of those folks. My main motive was to see Sharma ji ke ladke and Sharma ji ke damad, which you know is Kohli and Rohit Sharma. And thanks Riansh for the wishes. And I got late by 5 minutes because we were actually cutting the cake and we were celebrating, but I had to eat cake fast because I gave this time. So it just happens, like so many things we have to plan, and Hiro is not very well, so that's why we started kind of we waited for him to feel better and then we started things. So that's where we have been today. Rihanna is from Barbados. Yes, I think exotic, amazing. Yes, Danny, and you have to come to an exotic land. I will be talking to you over phone and discussing about the exotic land you have to be in. And yes, Vietnam. I was in Vietnam. First, I went. Actually, I will highly recommend if there are. I am pretty sure there are a lot of Indians watching it. So Vietnam is among the top most affordable destinations for Indians as per recent data, and I think there has been a growth of about 45% of Indians going to Vietnam. And how you can go at a low cost, you can take, there are two airlines, primarily is Vietnam Airlines, which is slightly costlier, and then there is Vietjet. So that's the one I took, and I went from Haneda, which is close to my wife's place. I took that airport, and from there I went to New Delhi, and in between I have a stop of 13 hours at Ho Chi Minh City. So it's also called Saigon. So I stayed there, and I just released a video on the scooty tour that I did, or they called it scooter tour. So that was a lot of fun. But then while coming back, I made my parents also go through Vietnam, and this time we went through the capital Hanoi, which is very beautiful. And I'm going to share a video on the Halong Bay, which is extremely beautiful part of Vietnam, and I was able to witness it. I couldn't spend too much time again because it was only 16 hours layover, but the cost of things is like ridiculously low. Like I could get my Airbnb in $15-20. I could get a taxi in $5-10 to a very far place. Everything was just so low cost, especially if you are earning in dollars or something. It's crazily uh, economical. Even here in Japan right now, it's things are very much on the side of somebody who holds US dollars. So for example, if I get a Starbucks here, it's like $4, and if I get it in the US, it's like $6-7. So that much huge difference is happening right now. Let's see. Vietnam is very underrated. Yeah, beautiful country, beautiful people. Um, I think the language barrier also I didn't feel as much. There were people who know English well, and if you plan properly, it's not too bad, and it's actually very good. Halong Bay, where I went, you should go for 2 to 3 days. And actually, one thing I learned is if you want to apply for the visa, it's e-visa. It is also very low cost. I forgot the cost price for that, but it's very low. The flight cost is also very low. From Japan to India through Vietnam costed me 20,000 rupees, 24,000, something like that. So you can imagine. And even a round trip is not as much costly. So I highly recommend, if you want to go somewhere around, Vietnam is a great place, especially if you have anything to do with Buddhism. There are a lot of great Buddhist spots. So that is fun. And they have a lot of that French architecture as well. Here, let me show you a Krantikari, a revolutionary person. This is how he was quiet in the morning, but now he's getting back into his rhythm. He's performing as he has. There is the other baby. And the story of the other baby. Just today, I felt like, who is smarter? Is Hiro smarter or the other baby? So, Keigo. So I felt Keigo is way much smarter because I was trying to irritate him, and his eyes were wide open, and his mom, like Sawa-chan, came with Keigo, and Keigo is looking at me like, with huge eyes. He is looking at me like that, and then as soon as I see him, I start like kissing his cheeks, or playing with him like that. So he got very irritated. So right away as he saw me, he just closed his eyes. So that was his strategy. So a 2-month-old baby knows all the strategies to how to get around his own dad. So that's that. Yeah, 16 hours and you made it Halong Bay. Yeah, 3 hours to go. So Danny knows a lot, I think, already about Halong. Actually, it's 2.5 hours, and it depends on the traffic time. So it took us 3 hours to get back, but 2.5 hours to go to Halong. And I really want to go, like the Japanese family here, to also visit that place. So it's a to-do thing and a plan in progress. Oh, Saurav Ghosh is moving to Tokyo this September. University of Tokyo. Oh wow, I have been there. University of Tokyo. I was working as an exchange research scientist, or whatever you say. So that was my role there, and I was working on Vietnam's, and this is called, you can say, Small World, Vietnam's first satellite called Micro Dragon. So I was working with Vietnamese aerospace or rocket scientists, and I could see that's the best part of Japanese education system is they learn by doing, and you actually can see the pieces of the puzzle together, and how, like, what kind of communication band you are using, what devices are there, what is ADCS. So many things I could actually see in person. And my dad always wanted me to be a surgeon, a medical surgeon, and he wanted me to be a doctor, but I ditched him and I became another type of doctor. But to satisfy his desires, I actually went to the clean room, or the satellite room where they make things. There I became like a surgeon. So that's how my dad was happy, and I am happy that his dreams are satisfied. You got your own Vikram Sane Homi. Yeah, exactly. Sort of, Dada. One thing I would say for sure, in order to survive in Japan, learn the language. More than anything, learn the culture of this place, like what they like, what they dislike, how they eat, how they, so many things. Because for the people to embrace you and to think you are one of their own, you should try to learn their ways of doing things. A lot of things they do, like I learned so many things, just a basic thing of holding the chopsticks. That's where I started. I learned numbers 1 to 10, for example. I learned the days of the week. Simple things like how you say thank you, good morning, good afternoon. I learned so many things. How to introduce yourself. So those things, like once the Japanese folks around me heard, they really liked, like somebody is trying. Um, a gaijin is trying so hard to be a part of this society. And the best part about Japanese society is they are very forgiving to the foreigners. Right now, if you see, there is a lot of news going around that there are a lot of tourists that come to Japan and they destroy so many things. Like, they take pictures without permission, they chase people, geishas and others. So it's not very nice, because I think those people are not well educated about the Japanese society and what they like and dislike. And because of those tourists, now others are facing problems, because Japan is kind of having a dislike for getting too many tourists who don't even know how to behave in public. So those kind of things are happening. People are bringing their own country thing here, and and some country people are even coming and begging here. I don't want to take names. So all that is like, Japan is known not for those things. It's like no crime, no begging. People are well mannered and try to be nice to each other, and very careful about the environment and stuff like that. So you will see like some Chinese tourists, they came, they are like shaking the tree so hard, and all the sakura leaves are falling. So all that is like messed up. So so Saurav bhai, I will tell you, like, as an Indian, as soon as you come out, like how I came out in the US, they learn about India through you, and that's why it's a huge responsibility. There are some people sitting in Germany and talking about India, and nowadays I hear a lot, but it's more about how you represent your country outside. And even if there are 100 problems with your country, but you are representing that, and the next sort of ghost who comes to Japan or to US should not face a problem. That is the objective. My mom wanted me to be a doctor too. I hope to be a surgeon in the clean room. Oh, awesome. What do you want? Are you going to University of Tokyo in the same like rocket science area, or I'm just checking if I missed anything. And to Riyansh, I will say, just a matter of time. You will have the monsoon, and hope the monsoon comes soon and you get some relief. My sister is in the same boat, 45, 46 degrees Celsius. And it's very strange, like even in top parts of UP, which are close to Himalayas, even there the temperatures are above 40. So I was there, I faced like 41, 42. I was in India for a couple of weeks. The only thing I regret is I couldn't cast my vote this time. I hope most of you went and gave your votes, precious votes, because that's like celebrating democracy. So whichever party you like, that is one thing, but to celebrate democracy, you should go and vote. Uh, 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 uh. Yes, respect the locals, and like for example, geisha and other things. I like the very first time I came, I went to do so many things. Like every single day, I was outside. I will catch the train and go from Hiyoshi to some other place in Tokyo. I went to see the Rainbow Bridge, Odaiba. I went to see the Sky Tree at what's the name of the place? I'm forgetting the name. Oshiage. And then I went to see the sumo wrestling match. Uh, and so many like small things. Many people don't even know there is a sword museum where there are swords exchanged between India and Japan in 600 BC. So those things from India are here in Japan, and many Indians don't know, and many Japanese don't know. So those kind of things I kind of found out and went there. And still, like India has the slogan "Incredible India." Japan has the slogan "Explore new every day" or something like that. I have to just double check. Japan slogan, explore new or something, explore unique every time. Something was there. I forgot there. Like we have Atithi Devo Bhava and that kind of slogan. So they also had their own. They have their own slogan, which is related to like you keep discovering new things in Japan, and many of the things when you see for the first time, you will be you will think like, are these people foolish, or like they just made it randomly, something like that you will think. But later on you will find out that there is a lot of logic and science behind how they did or solve a particular problem. So that is amazing to learn, and I keep learning from here every time. Like this is my seventh time I came here, so every time I learn something new. University of Tokyo is amazing. I have gone there. They have a very beautiful sakura trees and a lot of nice facilities, as well as nice. There are some people I know, some assistant professors who returned from Georgia Tech, for example, from US. So they got a lot of nice quality folks. Oh, thanks. Oh, Department of Aeronautics and Astronautics. Wow. Saurav, good job, good job. Congratulations. Like I can tell you, it's the top in Japan. Like the top public one is University of Tokyo, and the best private one is Keio University, and I have been to both. So I had my share of tasting the best here, and also learn about like Japan has a lot of interesting things. Like uh, some rules are there I did not know. Like for example, I like vlogging, taking photos, videos, but here there is a rule that without the consent of the parent, you cannot take photograph or video of a child. It's related to curbing child pornography and stuff like that. So I came to learn, and as soon as I knew, I never like did that kind of thing. Also, if you throw garbage here, there is like 10,000 yen or something fine, and they say we don't care which country you come from. If you throw garbage here, you will be done and dusted. So, and here, one thing is like the crime is low because the cops are very smart. They are extremely nice as well as smart, I would say, because at least twice they approached me, not because I did something wrong, but because they wanted to just check like where I came from and all. And luckily I was carrying my passport, so I would say like keep something with you which is your identity. I carried my passport because I did not have any other means to show at that time. And then those cops came, and you don't need to be afraid, because if you have done nothing wrong, then why should you be afraid? So then as soon as they came, the way they come, they don't come like swearing at you or shouting at you or this. They just came like, hey buddy, how are you? And like, okay, welcome to Japan, and what are you like doing here? Then they very subtly asked, hey, which country are you from? Can I see like your some identity or something? And then I said, oh, I have my passport. Can you like, I'm from India, Indo-Jandes. So then they said, oh, India, very good, very good. So they made me feel good while they did their duty of safeguarding Japanese from some lunatic who might be from looking like me, basically. I even recall on January 26, India's Republic Day, I was traveling to a place called Kudanshita, which has the Indian embassy. And there I went all the way taking train just to get one samosa. That much you can say how much we miss Indian food abroad. So I went taking the train, I went all the way, and then in the train there was announcement that there is, like, if you find anything which is suspicious, please report, because there is a chance there could be a bomb blast. And this is in 2013, like pre-Modi era, when bomb blasts were like common thing. Tiffin blast, Pune blast, cafe blast, bus blast, train blast, mall blast. Like, think of anything and then put a bomb there. That's how it was before Modi. So you hate him, you love him, do whatever, but since Modi came, you can see what has happened. So, and I would say in democracy, like now you would have cast your votes, but I found one thing is like I have friends from left, I have friends from right, but they have a lot of there is a lot of polarization. So people even break relationships just in the name of politics. So should not do that. My ideas don't match with my dad also many times. So that doesn't mean that we don't care about each other. So it's the best part of democracy is to have different opinions. We should exercise that, but at the same time it should be not in an insulting way and degrading manner or something. It should be more on the value of idea. Now what happens is like these people who have gained so many followers, they are randomly saying things in front of my eyes. I saw like it has no like leg or hand or whatever, like they are just making up things, and then they defame the country, particular religion, they instigate Muslims, Dalits, this that, and make people fight. And at the end of the day, they are all agenda driven. So people like me have to stand up and say like, no, this is not acceptable, and you cannot make another, whatever you have in India, you are taking it and putting it, say, in MIT, Purdue, these reputed universities. Problem with the US system is like there is freedom of expression, but it goes to next level, and there should be some limit to things, I would say. So that is unfortunately in US that doesn't work the way. And even if somebody says, oh, they would be extremely rude to me, that's still acceptable in US because it falls under freedom of expression. I would see on the right, just checking if I missed something. Danny saying a lot of fun stuff. Agnikul Cosmos as well. Yeah. I know actually one guy from my place, Kushinagar. He's I don't recall his name. His name is very similar to Dr. Kalam, Abdul Kalam type. Abul Jainaluddin, no, not Jainaluddin. What's his name? I have to check. So that guy, he started a rocket company, Abyom Aerospace as well, and he was doing some static fire test and all. He has a mobile rocket manufacturing system and all that, or testing system, I would say. So those are amazing things. Like in India, there is a lot of talent, and given some resources, people can do so much, and they come with very innovative ideas. Because even in Japan, there is the same thing. I went to Waseda University, and there I was in that another clean room, and in that there were like 4 satellites being manufactured side by side, because they don't have too much land and space, so they have to do things in a limited space. I forgot the word for jugaad, which is called in Japan, I think Hodoyoshi or Hidoyoshi, one of those. So that is what I think Indians are very good at. Although jugaad is taken in a wrong context many times. It's like, for now it's a fix, later on it can be screwed up. But I think jugaad is more than jugaad what Indians do. Let me see. Yeah, hope you guys voted for a right person. Oh, what I was trying to say with all of that is, in elections and in general, like what happens is some people, no matter what, support only one side, which is wrong. I would say when some situation comes, you should see all the sides, all versions, and then come to a conclusion. Because even for example, say for example, Prime Minister Modi is right for most parts, and Rahul Gandhi, many people just make fun of him for different reasons. But maybe he says something which is actually right, but you might not see it that way, because all the time, like we just side with one side. So in my case, I try to see everything and then judge things based on what happens, rather than just having preconceived thoughts. Oh, kanji. I think Saurabh, one thing you can do is you can appear for the JLPT exams, and that is what I intend to do as well, and get some, that is the best way. Learn the language and do things. There might be people who might talk to you in English, but in general, if you go to a store here, or if you want to talk to the normal people, as soon as you start English, they fear, and they don't want to be around you as much. But if you speak Japanese, then they might be more looking to talk to you. So I would highly recommend learn the language and learn the culture, and you will do so much better in Japan. Also, if you are a vegetarian, you have to cook by yourself. There's almost nothing here which you can get is except sweets maybe, or bread or things like that. Everything is kind of fish food or seafood, things like that. See, let me show you something. This is a zone. It's quite busy right now. Things are happening. Hiro, namaste तो बोल दो सबको. Namaste, everyone. Hello. That's his way of saying namaste. Namaste. He's showing through. Hiro, what is that? Bumbo. Elephant. He calls him Bumbo. Huh? Yeah, Incan. And now we have a cameo by somebody who is more camera friendly than me. And I hope Janul. Yeah, that. Like his name always I confuse. Janul Abedin. Yes, he's a nice guy and he's from exact same place, Kushinagar. So and he's doing better than me. So I take a lot of inspiration from him. He has his own rocket company in India. That's quite big. Do you have tips for learning kanji? I would say one thing is you have to start. Danny, like any language, you will have to just start. And I hope I learn some good Spanish also. Although Danny makes too much fun of me, of my Spanish. He says I speak Caribbean Spanish. So, the West Indian type. Basic sentences. Okay. Yeah. I forgot the name. Just one moment. Yeah, Riansh. Wanted to take your name properly. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so now we are bringing two important people. Kanji is difficult, yeah. GLPT N3. I'm trying N4. Oh, very good, very good. Just a moment. Yeah. Hmm? Oh, there is no echo, I think. Is there? I can double check. No, there's no echo, right? I hope there is no echo. Otherwise, people would have already said. Yeah. Okay, just one moment. I am just Riansh. Hiro is 2 years old, 2 years and 2 months, and he is extremely naughty. As you can hear in the background, lots of stuff happening. Yeah, Japan is a great place to work on AI, of course. AI, ML, kanji, and then you can see a baby coming. No, 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 no. He got his new toy, which is in front of him. No, no, no. Hero mat karo, no, 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 no. Danger has been avoided. अरे बाप रे, अरे बाप रे, हीरो हीरो हीरो, गिर जा, ला ला ला, अरे हीरो, अरे बाप रे, नहीं नहीं, संघर्ष बोलते हैं इसे, जिंदगी का नाम संघर्ष है, मेरे को अपना ही नाम संघर्ष बनाना पड़ेगा, संघर्ष यादव मेरा नाम, नया नाम. ऑल राइट, हीरो हीरो रुक जा, वो देखो, ये देख सकते हैं आप यहाँ पर चीख पुकार. आधा लाइव हमें इसको लाइव को लाइव रखने में रह जाएगा लग रहा है. ये देखिए 2 साल के बच्चे ऐसे होते हैं, देख लीजिए आप. 2 years kids are like this, they are grumpy and then they want to do things, right? अरे very dangerous, he could do something to the life. नहीं hero. And here we have Sawa-chan. Mama, ale. He wants to play with the पिचकॉन. यहाँ पर थोड़ा संघर्ष और रोने की आवाज आपको आ रही होगी. You might be okay. Yeah, Saurav Dada, I think since you are from Bengal, you might be able to eat a lot of seafood. Yeah. Don't let the poetry. Yes. सरकारें आएंगी जाएंगी, पर देश बना रहना चाहिए, राइट हीरो? देश बना रहना चाहिए. थोड़ा सीखो, देश बना रहना चाहिए. Español, yes. ¿Cómo estás, Dani? Bien, ¿y tú? ऑल राइट, ये देखिए, और अब हम दिखाएंगे आपको जिसके लिए आप आए थे। ऑडियंस यहाँ ज़्यादा, जनता मुझसे ज़्यादा तो किसी और ही को देखने आई थी। अरे बाप रे, यहाँ पर लाइफ को ज़िंदा रखने के लिए थोड़ी सी कुर्बानी। एंड अरे बाप रे, ये अपनी माता श्री को कहीं ले जाना चाह रहे हैं। यहाँ पर अपनी मम्मी को मनाते हुए he is trying to convince his mom to eat something. That's what is happening here. So Savachan was about to enter, but now she is about to leave, it seems. And here is Keigo, the first live. He is not able to see because he was under tremendous pressure to face the camera for the first time. And he's going to be 2 months old this May 31. This is the best we could get of Keigo. Few minutes back he was crying a lot, but now he's happy. And he's extremely smart, like I told you. He closes his eyes exactly like this. And his eyes became very wide when I played Bado Badi song. See, 2-year-old kids are like this. You can see the performance. And here you can see Keigo. This is grumpy disease, part of it. He is already slightly grumpy and now more grumpy. And so he is dragging. Achi means there. And he's gone. Thanks, Saurav. He's cute, and today actually because of bad health he was not doing, like he was not playing anything, and he was just quiet and sitting like that. So we all were kind of missing that part where he starts, like, doing things, throwing things around. Basically he is like a twister or a storm in the house. Wherever he is, like, things are in a circular fashion thrown. Yeah, exactly. And Danny, as you know, as per science, like if you have like husband wife are from different countries or from different parts, then it makes for a stronger like DNA wise. That's why it said, like, don't marry cousins, which is what happens in certain countries. Again, I'm not taking names. Cricketers of those country marry their own cousins, is what is alleged. So that is actually extremely bad from like you will get all sorts of diseases later on. So I hope they understand in time, and at least I understood in time, and that's why I chose somebody who is far from my genetic lineage. Oh, Riyansh is from Madhya Pradesh, and I am born in Madhya Pradesh. At that, actually, it's even now is Madhya Pradesh, the border of Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh. There is a place called Chhindwara. So that's where my dad was posted as an orthopedic surgeon at Western Coalfields Limited, and that's where I was born quite some time back. Yeah, Riyansh, you should learn cooking. Definitely. And it's very much doable, and it's actually a good break from things. So cooking is, if you see my list of dreams, which I'm ticking off one by one of the dreams is to have learn 50 different Indian dishes, and all are vegetarian, because my sister is purely vegetarian. She's married to a vegetarian family. So Chindwada, oh, I know the place. I have visited it numerous times. It's all famous for mines. Yeah, that's where, like in mines, there are those accidents, as well as there are the roadside accidents. So that's where my dad used to be posted as a bone specialist, and anything happens, then he goes to take care of things. And funny part is he's retired right now on papers, but he has his own clinic, so he's the CEO of his own company, basically. And then he is busy way more than he was when he was retired. I'm thinking, okay, I chatted a lot about things, and I hope I did not miss anything. Yeah, and I know there are people like Zeroth's founder Kamath. Kamath Saab said, like, he doesn't want kids because it will ruin 20 years of his life babysitting somebody. So instead, I would say it's all just an excuse, because if you, like, even people like Neil Armstrong who landed on the moon have babies. Everything is possible. If those test pilots can have babies, anyone can have, I can tell you, because it's very tough life. So it's all like, what is your priority in life? And his priority is not to have kids. But the problem is, like, if you don't have kids, and many people start thinking like that, uh, I believe in Elon Musk's way of, like, having more kids is helping humanity survive, especially like in case of Japan, where there is a dwindling population. South Korea, like, fertility rate is zero. 0.8. They won't have enough people to even form their army. They cannot safeguard their nation. That nation is destroyed. So you should actually have babies. And I had babies with a country which has lesser, like, dwindling population, aging population, and India has bunch. So we don't care right now. But in any case, these are like dual nationals. As per Japan, as per India, they are only, like, they are not Indians. On passport they hold the Japanese passport. But if they do some great thing, and if, for example, if they turn out to be great for Olympics or something, I would definitely want them to represent India. And because Japan has already too many gold medals, India has only one right now. So more more is needed from this end. uh, yeah, Gwalior is another nice place. I have not been there. But Danny, we will make you visit some interesting places, exotic places. If you like wildfire, do come here. Famous for tigers. Yes. I think not Jim Corbett. Which is the. There is one famous national park. I sound slightly uneducated at the moment. But I can tell you, I remember. What is the national park in Madhya Pradesh? Khan. Oh, oops. I think something happened. And I think other updates from my end. I'm planning to go back to the US, watch the World Cup, watch Kohli Saab. I have another trip coming up which I will reveal at the right time, because first I should get US visa. Otherwise, that trip doesn't happen. And I'm very hopeful I get my US visa soon. Yeah, Sundarbans is in West Bengal. Correct. Uh, that's why we have the famous Bengal tigers. Other updates. Yeah, like, I did the 75 hard challenge, which was fun. For quite few days, I have not been up to the mark, keeping my fitness and other things, because it becomes hard in other countries, including our own India. You have to find a gym. You have to find. Of course, I can go and walk, but I've been just doing too many things. So there has been kind of a break. But then I plan to resume things, and this time it will be even more crazy. I think even Ankit Byapuria would not have mentioned those extreme crazy stuff is about to happen. And I'm going to make that happen, just like how I did the 75 days. I'm going to do 3 more challenges. Each of them is 30 days long, and the last one will happen in December. I plan to travel back to India if all goes well, and we are planning to host a competition which I will share the details of which I will share soon. And that is an amazing competition for Indian kids from ninth to 12th class. So I'm going to do something which is very interesting. I will share at the right time. Yeah, and Danny eats a lot of Indian food from what I've heard in Singapore. He used to enjoy while he was in US also, but I think Danny is missing the food court that we had. And Hero's mom is setting up some interesting facility for him. I can partly show maybe. Let me see if I can show it. Can you see? There is the baby. There is the baby. Hero, is it your igloo? There are no dogs inside. Everyone is outside. Hiro really enjoys going and hiding at such places. Hide and seek used to be his favorite biscuit as well as favorite pastime sport. He might get a gold medal in that if there is an Olympics of hide and seek. Sorry, let me show you some. He's hiding there. All right. And again, it's for me, birthdays are like just, incremental numbers. And if you ask me from inside, whatever age I have right now, I don't feel at all like that. First of all the time my mind is like working and I'm thinking of either solutions or like what next can I do and how I can improve myself. So I live so much in the moment, and all the time I'm so, like looking forward to doing things that I feel young, quite young all the time. And I know a lot of like people half my age also. They behave as if they are already in 40s, 50s. They don't move their body. They eat bad. Just they are at one place. They have no excitement towards life and all that. So I don't think they are living life properly. So life is all about like uh, actually in the restroom in the pilot training area where I go, Purdue Aviation. There I saw a poster which says that life is all about not how many moments you take breaths, but how many moments that take your breaths away. So that is how is life defined, by those moments. Hello Purnima. Purnima ji, thank you so much for your wishes. Teh Tariq. Oh, chai. Hero's secret base. Yes, Rihansh, you are right. See, Danny, being a Colombian, knows so much about all the Indian food. And he has no idea what's going to happen very soon with him. He's going to know even more. Did you meet Pavan since? Oh, Pavan as in Ram Ram ji. Pavan bhai. Oh, I am planning to go and meet Pavan bhai, like Ram Ram ji, um, Ajay Pandey ji, our brother, and then Amit Kandwal. So all these are set of friends. They are so much fun, and I spent like I don't know when I laughed so much. Last, the last I remember is with those guys, and they cracked so many jokes and they pull each other's legs. And I was taken to those bachelor times where those boys, boys type of things, they do so much. Oh, they are so much fun, and on top of that, they make amazing content in their own style. Um, in particular, I admire what Ajay Pandey makes. It's like I learn from him, and we kind of think on a similar front as well, like on a similar, what should I say, similar frequency, because his kind of jokes and my kind of jokes are so similar, and bringing in AI and all that. So I'm very excited to meet them. Uh, Amit Bhai also makes a lot of those scenic, beautiful videos. Him being a Pahadi, he gets the Pahad side of things out, and him and his wife always do Chalo Chalte Hain. So I want to do some Chalo Chalte Hain with them in some part of Japan, so that we get to see a nice place as well as they get some good video out of it. So let's hope some collaboration happens. But I'm planning to go to Osaka maybe next week or next to next week, if all goes well. Yeah, the whole gang, and there are more. There is also my friend Abhishek Jan, who doesn't like, he has one channel and he has only one subscriber, and that one subscriber is Ajay Pandey, from what I've heard. So Abhishek bhai, if you are watching this, uh, I will also subscribe to you. Like, I'll find your channel first. I don't know where your channel is. I will ask you about it. Yes, he lives in Osaka, Ajay Pandey, and he recently got married. So uh, we are very happy for him as well, and I'm excited to meet him, Ajay bhai. And they crack so many jokes. Oh my god! On front of screen, they might not say as many jokes, but behind they are just amazing creators of jokes. Rochit, if your name is Rochit itself, then hello Rochit. Thanks for joining. And I used to drive motorbike. Like bike in US it's called like cycle, they call it bike. So it's very confusing for Indians. When we reach US, then they say, oh yeah, I got a bike. Then I'm like, oh man, this guy is rich, he got a bike. But then it's like a $40 or a 2000 rupees cycle. So that's the case. And in my case, I used to drive motorbike in second year. I did not tell my dad that I got a motorbike because he is very scared of me driving anything, car, bike, and I had to let him grow out of that fear by doing things by myself. That's where Hero is. I think he does also a lot of things which look like scary, but he is able to handle them. See, he wants to say something to the audience. What do you want to say? Hero, bolu. Tin ball, kya hai ye? Yes, too many balls here. Something he is doing. Hero, Otani. Shohei Otani. And what about Kohli and Tendulkar? Ah. Hero, how does Otani do? You never showed people how he does. And you have the Hana bat. He has a flower bat. It's very difficult to play using that. Hero, Hana bat to dikhao. Ye dekho. So he gives me this bat. And with this bat I have to like hit the ball. You can imagine like it is thinner than a baseball bat. See, now things have started. Oh my god, the ball has been pitched on me. And he is ruthless. See, he already threw 2 times. I think he should not play baseball right now because after bowling he dances too much and by then people will run 4 bases. He wants people to see what he's doing. Hero, थोड़ा spin डालना तो सीखो. Learn to spin like Muralitharan or Shane Warne. Okay. He's in quite ruthless, aggressive modes.
Papa,
Okay. He wants me to play cricket or baseball, whatever you call. Something with a bat. And maybe I can... where is the bat, Hero? Bat. Let me show you quickly. Hero, इधर क्या? बल्ला वो देखो वहाँ. This is our bat. You can see how exotic our bats are. This is because of Keigo, the smaller baby. And it may be hard to show. Maybe I will keep it here. Let's see if that helps. But then you cannot see both of us. That's a problem. Maybe like this. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't show him. You can see him in the background, jumping around. I don't know. It's like Hero, वहाँ से पीछे पीछे. थोड़ा सा उसको समझता है. Okay. और बाप रे, you can see me as well, kind of. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god.
oh my god.
See, he's saying, oh my god. All right. Hero, bowling डालो. Now things are getting heated up. And the bowler is ready to pitch. Hero, तुम्हारा sport change हो गया. चलो bowling डालो जल्दी से. Oh my god. Flicked on the... I don't know if you could have seen that, but it was a good ball on the leg side. But Hero has to remember that balls on the leg side will be flicked for a boundary, which is what I did. Okay. We need him in RCB. Yes. I think right now he is very much into baseball. Right, Hero? You are very much into baseball. Otani? But somehow I will convince him to learn cricket. I got him a cricket bat from India. If you are in Japan, you can make Japanese vegan food vlogs. Purnima ji, the problem is like, of course, there are few things. It's called ryori here that you can no. Danger. Hero nahi. ऐसा मत करो, बंद मत करो. I think this is the best. This is the best. But still it's dangerous. Okay, I'll try. Yeah, Hero is in a mode to close this live. Of course, we will close the live soon. because it has been some time, but he writes likes right now baseball more because they see baseball here. And recently what happened, like why Japanese people they enjoy baseball is because their national team won gold medal, like they beat the US team, and they have some very good players. Yoshinobu Yoshinobu, what's the name? Yoshinobu Yamamoto, yes, Yamamoto. And then there is Shohei Otani. And any other Japanese good baseball player? Davish. Oh, half Iranian. Davish. So Davish also there. Oh, let me. He's about to jump. See the wrestling. It's about to happen. Me and him. Jump, Hiro. Hiro, jump on this. His favorite pastime, you can see. Light is coming in a wrong way. I'm trying to keep computer out of the reach of dangerous Hiro. And when you have 2-year-old, see the Otani is out here. Hiro, Otani, dikha do. He becomes a lefty all of a sudden. He's a right-handed, but since Otani is left-handed, he becomes like this. See, he's a left-handed, and then he smashes it out of the park. A homer, or what is that called? The other term? And runs. All right, I think. Yeah, he has actually good pace, and he moves. Huh? Oh, problem is. Oh yeah. Yes. We have removed. Okay. Yoshinobu close for Dodgers. Yeah, along with Odani. Correct. That's what they watch. They are supporters of Dodgers. All right. I think. Or thank you, Purnima, for the wishes. I think we have covered all the questions, and I might have more lives soon. It is almost 1 hour now. So, yeah, if you have other questions, feel free to drop in your things in the comment or anywhere. I'm available at so many places. And apart from that, it is all good. It wants to say hello to people. Oh, okay. All right. Let me see one last time. Yes, it's almost being close to be 1 hour. So I hope June 4 is a good day for India, and we continue to get some good, majority than a coalition, which is not very good for progress, because one or the other person will blackmail the other guy. Just doing some random stuff. Hiro, kya chalu udhar? What are you doing? Which game you are playing? Hiro, do you remember what I will do if you do this? If you do this, I will do the Badobadi. My defense against him is Badobadi. Hiro? Badobadi. Akhaladi kadokadi. See, he ran away. That's my song. I threw that song on him. He gives up. Yes. Yeah. Thanks, Riansh, for joining. And Hiro joins RCB, of course, good things might happen. For that, he might have to. get the Indian passport. Actually, he can play as an outside player. He could be the first Japanese who plays for RCB, right? That would be interesting. Kohli might like it. Well, Kohli's favorite food was Japanese food. Even Sachin Tendulkar's favorite food was Japanese, like is Japanese food. And if you see Sachin Tendulkar's house, it is made in Japanese style. So if you get time, please check. And last but not the least, yeah, I will keep posting videos, fun videos. There is just so much content. I have like content for 100 videos already. I also want to post 50 like short videos of what is that, the 75 hard challenge which is left. Don't think that I did only 25 days. I did 75, otherwise my body cannot be like that in just 25 days. So I did a lot of struggle, and I have just so many videos. Like I just need some editor to help me out, but unfortunately you have to pay, and until a certain point you cannot even earn. And as per H1B rules in the US, I cannot work for anything else and can get money, so I'm following the law and everything. So that's why right now I actually have reached a point where I can start earning from YouTube, but I'm not doing that. Alright. So I will post more fun videos. It takes time to edit and make it in a good form. I'm learning still. And yeah, can you tell how your wife put photo frames on walls? It's wallpaper on walls. Photo frames on walls where? In Japan, because in Japan she has like some very good lineup of photos. I will check with her that how she did. And in US we basically cannot like have nails and get them because it's a property of somebody else, so you cannot do those things. So we get plastic hooks, or we use things to just temporarily stick to the wall. So that is what I do for even Indian flag. Oh, thanks Purnima. It does take time. Like at least my every video it takes around 1 day to make completely, because if you see carefully, I would say if even Ajay Bhai here, Ram Ramji, everyone would agree that I go one step beyond. I even get subtitles. I have to think a lot on different terms. I don't many times think of a script, and many times it's just one take. Like if you go and see my home tour video of US, that was done in just one shot. No takes at all. So that is the fun part. Like most of the times I do write without any script. So yeah, Riyansh, that's true. They are very fragile, and many of them are actually made of just wood. And then there was a case where some fire was there, and then some of my friends, they lost their home. So those things also happen. All right. Yeah, it's 10:45 at my place and must be 7:15 at your place. And I don't know what time at Danny's place. Maybe 9:45, I think. All right. Just one moment. Something happened here. So I think guys, for today that's all. Asian Paints, yes. Many of my videos you will see I will crack jokes on all these people who don't give a sponsorship. They should consider giving me sponsorship. Asian Paints and so many others are there. Yeah, thanks Danny. It was fun. It was fun talking to all of you. Danny said a lot of things about US falls. That's fun. So I think there is a situation here, so I will go and tackle that with Keigo. But thank you so much, everyone, and it was fun enjoying time with you. And see you guys soon. And until then, जिन जिन लोगों ने मुझे सब्सक्राइब कर रखा है उन्हें एक रॉकेट सल्यूट, और जिन्होंने नहीं कर रखा आराम से कर लेना. आपकी कौन सी प्लेन छूट रही है? So let's meet again in some other life, and hopefully I can get Japani SawaPi and we will do things together. And we have some things coming on her channel as well, so please keep a lookout for it. So see you until then.